Hey everyone, you know how sometimes you meet someone and you're like, whoa, they are amazing, but also kinda intense? Like, you wanna be their best friend, but you're also a little afraid to ask them for a fry? We're diving deep into that feeling today. We're talking about those personality traits that scream strong and confident, and sometimes, just maybe, accidentally intimidate a few folks along the way. Don't worry, this isn't about being scary or unapproachable. It's about recognizing the incredible power of your personality and understanding how to use it for good. So buckle up, because we're about to celebrate those who aren't afraid to be their bold, brilliant selves, even if it makes some people nervous. And hey, if you're thinking, this sounds like me, well, you might just be right. Stick around, we're just getting started. Let's be real, confidence is attractive. When you believe in yourself, it shows. You walk a little taller, smile a little brighter, and your energy just radiates. But sometimes, that self-assuredness can be a teensy bit intimidating to others, especially if they're still working on their own self-love. Think about it, you walk into a room, head held high, not a care in the world. You make eye contact, you own your space. Now, some people are gonna be drawn to that energy like moths to a flame. They'll want to know your secrets, bask in your confidence glow. But others, they might feel a little overshadowed, like your confidence highlights their own insecurities. It's not your fault, and it doesn't make you any less awesome. It's just something to be aware of, so you can use your confidence superpower for good. Okay, let's talk about honesty. You know those people who always tell it like it is, no sugarcoating, no beating around the bush. Yeah, those are our straight shooters, and let me tell you, they can be intimidating. Here's the thing, we're conditioned to expect a little fluff, a little white lie here and there. So when someone comes along and just lays it all out there, raw and real, it can be a shock to the system. But you know what? The world needs more honesty. We need people who aren't afraid to speak their truth, even when it's uncomfortable. Because honestly, see what I did there? That's how we grow. Alright, next up we have the independent souls, the ones who build their own empires, and don't wait around for anyone. And let me tell you, that kind of self-reliance can be seriously intimidating. Think about it, you're used to handling your own business, making your own decisions, and you're really good at it. You don't need anyone to rescue you, you've got this. Now, that's incredibly attractive and inspiring, but it can also make some people feel a little inadequate. They might see your strength and think, wow, I could never do that. Or they might feel like they can't offer you anything, because you've already got it all figured out. But here's the thing, everyone needs help sometimes, even the most independent among us. Chapter 4, Aiming High when your standards make others feel the pressure. Let's talk about standards, those non-negotiables we set for ourselves and the world around us. And let's be real, some of us have standards that are sky high. We expect the best from ourselves and everyone else, and we're not afraid to ask for it. Now, there's absolutely nothing wrong with having high standards. In fact, it's a sign of self-respect and ambition. But sometimes, those high expectations can be a little intimidating to those who aren't quite there yet. They might see your drive and determination and feel like they can't keep up, or they might worry about disappointing you, because you just seem so together. Chapter 5, Assertive versus Aggressive. Knowing the difference is key. Okay, let's clear up a common misconception. Being assertive is not the same as being aggressive. Assertiveness is about communicating your needs and boundaries clearly and respectfully. It's about standing up for yourself without putting others down. Now, some people might confuse assertiveness with aggression, especially if they're used to people-pleasing or avoiding conflict. They might see your directness and think, whoa, that's a little intense. But here's the thing, assertiveness is a sign of self-respect and confidence. It means you value your own opinions and you're not afraid to express them. And that's a beautiful thing. Chapter 6, Born to Lead. When your natural charisma makes others nervous. Some people are just natural-born leaders. They have this magnetism, this ability to inspire and motivate others that's impossible to ignore. But let's be honest, that kind of charisma can be a little intimidating. Think about it, you walk into a room and people just gravitate toward you. You have a way of taking charge, of making everyone feel heard and seen. Now, that's an incredible gift. But it can also make some people feel a little overshadowed. They might worry about measuring up to your leadership, or they might feel like they have to constantly prove themselves. Chapter 7, Speaking Your Truth, the Power and Potential Intimidation of Honesty. You know those people who always speak their minds, no matter what? The ones who aren't afraid to voice their opinions, even if they're unpopular? Yeah, those are our truth tellers, and let me tell you, they can be intimidating. Here's the thing, we live in a world where it's easy to just go with the flow, to not rock the boat. So when someone comes along and challenges the status quo, it can be a little jarring. But you know what? The world needs more truth tellers. We need people who aren't afraid to call out BS, to stand up for what they believe in, even when it's uncomfortable. Chapter 8, Bouncing Back when resilience looks a lot like invincibility. Let's talk about resilience, that incredible ability to bounce back from setbacks, to dust yourself off and try again. And let's be real, some of us have resilience levels that are off the charts. Think about it, life throws you a curveball. Something that would knock most people down for the count, but you just shake it off, learn from it, and come back stronger than ever. Now, that's incredibly inspiring to witness, but it can also be a little intimidating to those who are still learning to navigate their own resilience. They might see your strength and think, wow, I could never do that. Or they might feel like they're not allowed to struggle, because you make it look so easy. Outro, embrace your intimidating awesomeness. So, there you have it, 8 signs you might have a strong, intimidating personality. But remember, intimidating isn't a bad thing, it just means you're a force to be reckoned with, someone who owns their power and isn't afraid to shine. The key is to be aware of how your strengths might be perceived by others, and to use them for good. Be confident, be honest, be independent, but also be kind, be compassionate, be understanding. Because the world needs your unique brand of awesomeness, even if it makes some people a little nervous. So go out there and be your bold, brilliant self. And hey, if you accidentally intimidate a few people along the way, just give them a smile and tell them Allison sent you.